back in the shop today. I'm going to be working on some Sue May projects today. Some of her plaques that she has on her website. I just want to kind of show you how I go about doing it. They're fun to make. I got a bunch of these already. The backings for these plaques are already made, so I'm going to back up a little bit and tell you what I did to start out with. This is a 1/4 inch Baltic birch, and that's what I do the actual plaque on. And then the backing, I put the backing on it. This will actually sit right on there. This backing is a 1/2 inch Baltic birch, and I do different colors of stain. This is a combination of 2 different colors of stain. This is walnut right here. But you can do anything you want. And what I do is I download her plans, and these are enlarged. They're not 100%. They're 120%. I made them a little bit bigger than the original size, which is that's the nice size that I want. So it's 120%. I printed it out. I used, like I said, 1/4 inch Baltic birch. What I do is cut the pieces. I'll sand my Baltic birch first. I'll sand it really nice first, so that it cuts down on the sanding afterwards, because once you get this all cut out, it's pretty touchy, all this little stuff. So I sand it, and then what I do is put this blue painter's tape on. That's nice to use, because then I stick my pattern on top of that. The spray glue that I use doesn't go right on your wood, because sometimes that can be a pain to get back off, and everything peels off really nice with this painter's tape. This has got to get stuck back on there a little bit more, but stick your pattern back on there. And then I use clear packaging tape and tape over the top of that. Now, all this process, that's going to help with the whole cutting this out. Your pattern's not going to start coming off, and then you're going to have a problem having to re-stick it. So it kind of works pretty nice that way. So that's what I did so far. I don't have my entry holes put in here yet. That's the one thing I got to do. And with the entry holes, I use my Dremel tool. I got that set up on a little plunge welder that I have, and I can show you that later. But I just put a small drill bit in there and plunge weld all the holes in here. And one thing, when I do these plaques, I'll put the holes in, like, say, family here, and then I'll go and cut it out on the scroll saw. Then I'll get back down and I'll put some holes in this. That way I can get up and down for my scroll saw. I'm not sitting on my saw for the whole, I want to say about an hour to do this. I'm not constantly sitting down for an hour. I can get up and down, drill some holes, go back to saw these out, and then come back and drill some holes in this and go back and forth. So I'm not sitting at my saw for hour long, hour and a half long, constantly doing all this. So we'll head over to getting the holes drilled in here, and then we'll head to the scroll saw, and then I'll start that. Okay, we're at drilling these holes in this plaque, and yeah, I forgot to bring the plaque over. So here is the plaque, and what I got, like I said, I got a plunge welder here, and I got my Dremel tool set up in it, and with a small drill bit. And this makes it a lot easier, because you don't have to be at the drill press. Drill press is big and bulky, and this is really handy to have. So what I do is just do my holes in the family here, and it's fairly pretty quick. Got the holes drilled in family. I'll head over to the scroll saw, cut this out, and we'll be right back then. We're at the scroll saw here. Now I am using a modified Pegasus 2/0 scroll saw blade. Seems the size 2/0 seems to work really good on 1/4 inch Baltic birch. That's what I use. So we're going to start out here. Now I do have a new scroll saw on order, a Pegasus. This is my DeWalt 788, which I hope it lasts until I get my Pegasus. So it's been kind of acting up, but hopefully it'll make it. I don't think I'm going to get my Pegasus until about May, so should be okay. Let's adjust this a little bit here. Okay, so got the F cut out. I'm not going to make you sit through the whole cutting of this plaque. Periodically, I'll be back to show you my progress, and we'll get this done. So we're back here. I got family cut out, welcome cut out. I'm going to start here with the word crazy here, so we'll get going on that. And like I said, take breaks, cut your holes as you need them, that way you get a couple breaks in. I had to glue my pattern down a little more. You want to make sure your pattern is glued down real good, because you don't want it coming up during cutting. And that's what's good about using that painter's tape, because you can glue this pattern down real good, and it'll just peel right. You peel that painter's tape back when you're done with this whole thing, and it'll come right off really nice. So make sure your pattern is glued down really nice so you don't have no problem. So I'm not going to make you sit through this, so we'll be back. Alright, we're back down to the last two words. Getting there. I did break a few blades here and there, but you're going to do that with these small blades, with the twisting and turning with the pattern. And you'll see me when I turn my saw on. I always got to tap this to get it going. I don't know, I put a new switch in it the other day, and it's one of the perks of this saw. So time for a new one. Alright, so we'll get this cut out and be right back. Back to my last part of a letter here. Okay, so have all the words done on that. Start the tree. I already got my pilot hole drilled. Tree's all one piece, so that makes it easy. So I'm not going to make you sit through all this, so we'll be back. So we're on our home stretch on this plaque. And that should do it. And that is the cut for that. So we'll head back over to the workbench and I'll talk a little bit about this then. All right, so we have the cut done, and here it is right here. Off camera, I did take all the blue tape and the pattern off. That sometimes can be a bugger getting that all off of there, especially if you got a lot of little stuff to pick it all away. But like I said, I sanded this wood before I put my pattern on it, so it's pretty nice. There's no glue residue on it. I'll probably do some little sanding on it back and front one more time a little bit, check it over, but it's pretty much done. The actual cut took about an hour and a half, so it wasn't too bad. The only thing left to do is to put it on one of these backboards that we have, and I just put glue on the back of this here, and I'll put it on here and center it nice, and maybe put a weight on it, and then let it sit overnight. And then what we'll do after that is I use boiled linseed oil, and I'll oil this whole thing. That kind of brings the grain of the wood out really nice, and that'll be really nice. And let that dry for a day, and then it should be pretty much done. But I'll put a link to Sue May's scrollsawartist.com on below. I'll put a link to my Facebook page below. You can check out other projects I've done. So that is the project for today. Hopefully that helped maybe with a little bit of your future projects that you might try. But Sue May's got a lot of Scrollsaw projects that you can do. So I'm going to let you go, and I got about 3 more of these to do yet today, and hopefully see you again.